For The Last Farewell, the producers not only had to tie up storylines for the show's characters, but also fulfill one legal requirement with the location that had been Little House's home for 9 years.
Our deal was with the property in Simi Valley that we had to put it back to its natural state.
They're figuring they have to bulldoze the buildings, they have to get rid of it all. And Michael said, hang on a minute. And he went away and came back in about an hour.
And he says, I'll write a show that the railroad are coming through and they're going to buy up everything at Walnut Grove.
And Mike got the idea that, well, we'll give them, they want the land, we'll give them the land.
And the residents of Walnut Grove decide that they're not going to be owned by anybody. And if they can't have the town, nobody's going to have the town. And so the decision is made to blow it up and walk away singing Onward Christian Soldiers.
We never blew up Little House, and you never blow up a church.
It was a real way of having closure for us to say this is it. There's no more coming back from this. We are done. And it was also Michael's way of saying nobody else is shooting on our sets. You're not coming in here to shoot the next Western that comes down the pike because you can rent the space. It's going.
He said they can film other shows on the sets. They could make something obscene. They could make a horror movie. He said, I can't pay for everyone's therapy.
And I was the second one to set it off. Mike first, me, and then Kent.
When we saw each thing blow up, when we saw these sets that we've lived with for years, you have no words for that.
It was so shocking. I remember, instantly just bursting into tears. It was gone.
When they blew up the mill in that area, I was standing there on the bridge and I started to cry. Mike came over and he said, it's okay. And I said, no, it's not. We've lost something here, and we'll never get it back.
We'd be going along just fine, and then someone would start to cry, and then we'd all start to cry. But we all got a chance to have closure. And we all had a chance to say goodbye to that world and to each other, and to have our individual private moments with one another. It was an acknowledgement of all that we had done together all those years.
Melissa Gilbert came to sit down next to Mike, and she was crying.
Michael and I were left alone, and I was crying. And he held me, and he said, don't cry. He said, don't cry, because for you, this is just the beginning, and I know it. It's just the beginning. And he was right.